Good evening, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and everyone in between. I am the captain upon the Fervent Drift, tonight joined by 4 of my 5 Wednesday night players for a brand new science fantasy epic campaign. This I have been planning for months and I am super excited for. Lots and lots of new mechanics, lots and lots of new stuff going on. But we are going to start off slow. So, I am going to go around to you guys one by one. And you've all had a rundown of this world and what it looks like. And I'd like to know what your characters are currently up to upon the Degagrast, the giant skyship above the poisoned world. We shall start with you, Kieran. Could you let us know what Silas Thorne is currently doing and where he is?
Silas Thorne is sitting at home, currently working away privately, recording information from his workplace on the population of the Great Airship currently. He is working away on his ivory abacus, making counting notes and recording everything in his ledger.
Nice. I don't know why it's saying that's muted. That's odd. Amazing. So, whereabouts in this giant country-sized ship is he roughly? So bearing in mind that the central layer, the biggest layer of this, is roughly the size of the United Kingdom if it was squashed down into a giant oval. And obviously the smaller, like the top and the bottom decks, are more sort of the size of Northern Ireland for comparison.
He is on the third deck.
So he's in the residential sort of main societal. Okay.
Yeah, he resides down there with his family. He is trying to help his family move up by working in the upper tiers, mainly working on the ledger and making recordings of the population, kind of like a census, as it were.
Okay, so yeah, so he would be working for the Council of Law, basically. As you are sat at home and you've got this ledger in front of you and you're just reviewing it, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then marking it down. You hear the door alarm, and the door alarm is literally just like a doorbell. As it goes whoop 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 whoop.
Oh, wonder what that could be. I set my abacus down, gently lay my quill onto the ledger, get up and head to the door.
As you head to the door, you kind of swipe the key, and the doors slide open. In front of you is Councillor Eltremaine. Councillor Eltremaine is probably one of the youngest but most revered councillors of this sector. You are in Sector 3. Young Silas.
Greetings, Councillor. What can I do for you today?
Walk with me. And there is definitely this kind of air of concern and a slight tone of threat in his voice.
Do I have time to grab my quill and my ledger?
If you must. Hurry up.
I quickly run back to my quarters, grab my quill and ledger, my hat and coat, and head to the door.
as you come out of the door, he kind of checks both directions. And he puts this sort of circular device on his hip. You have seen these devices before. They are literally an Aether restriction device. And he presses a button, and as he does, all the lights of the streets go out around you. And as you walk, you are walking through virtually pitch black. You can't be too careful. It seems there are people about that are looking to do some, or at least cause some trouble. The local police are investigating something, and unfortunately, the Council of Law has been dragged into it. Now, I have my suspicions, because this is his MO, as it were. It's his business. Professor Mariaki, he's a researcher, fairly elderly, and he's been sending unauthorized exhibitions down to the surface world for some time. Every time we try to catch him, he's already moved. We need a man on the inside. Someone unassuming, not so important that it would immediately raise alarm bells, but not so insignificant that they wouldn't be heard should they speak up.
Well, I'm not entirely sure how much service I could be for you, but I'm more than happy to do the work if necessary. I'm sure it will bring honor to my family.
One of our informants has given me this, and he holds up a very important looking letter. So the letter itself is in like this. It's in a white envelope that looks almost tea-stained. It's aged. And it's got a wax seal on it. Now, wax seals are exceptionally rare. Normally only used by the oligarchs.
I reach up slowly to touch the letter, maintaining eye contact.
He walks you round to a small edge of this sector. I will leave you here. I cannot go any further myself for risk of raising suspicion. However, it will be up to you. I hope you understand that.
I understand, Councillor. I bid you good night.
As he turns and walks back the way he came, the lights of the street flash on. And as you can see, when I say the lights of the street, it's literally the streets that are lit. At this time, there doesn't appear to be anyone around.
Is there anywhere slightly more hidden that I could go to from my current location, or am I still down this alley?
You are. I mean, at the moment, you are in that place. You are in that alleyway that I've positioned you.
I think I would stuff I'd actually stuff the letter into my pocket and return to my home.
Sure. Okay. So you return home with this letter. And we will jump to the next of you. Let's go with Aether. That's yourself, isn't it, Cryptic? Eden?
It's me. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. You were very quiet. I just realised I had my headset turned all the way down.
Oh. Yay.
I was like, why is it so quiet? And then I was like, ah, that's why.
It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I would likely be down somewhere on the drop deck. That's where I'm from. Likely on a hunt of some. I'd be skulking around various places, keeping watch on various things. Like a mask kind of over my face, like bottom half of my face, that looks strangely enough like a muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And a hood up to cover any distinguishing features.
So as you are in the drop deck is the waste disposal side of the ship.
Mhm.
But there is also a small section of individuals that are kind of divided in two groups.
Yep.
You've got those that have accepted their fate down here. They are destined to live off of the rubbish of the upper decks for the rest of their lives. The other group are the insurgents. The insurgents are a guild that are renowned for violence, brute force tactics, and repeatedly trying to break through to the upper levels. The most they usually get away with is getting to level 4. If they get anyone above that level, they tend to defect almost immediately. As you are skulking around, can you roll me a D100?
Yeah. This one. Don't know if that worked.
Nope. You just need to throw it across the screen. There you go.
Eh.
Okay. 44 on a fate roll. First fate roll of the game. This is promising.
Lucky me.
It's not.
It was not a 1.
To be fair, it was more for me to decide who's going to approach you down here. So, you see this. So it's fairly dark down here. The only lights down here kind of flicker and buzz and are rather uncomfortable on the eyes. It's like having almost like that really dim shop lighting 24/7 that hurts your eyes. This shadow is cast over you, and you notice it because of the way the lights flicker. This shadow is stretching a good 6-7 feet, and it's someone that is stood immediately behind you.
I would freeze for a second and look back over my shoulder. My hand kind of like going to a dagger at my hip.
As you look over your shoulder, the smell of rusted metal fills your nose. And you see this orc. Now, as you see the orc, you know immediately who this is. This is the leader of the insurgent. He has kind of a half-plate mask that is embedded in his face to hold the whole thing together. And kind of like almost robotic joints on his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of stretch from his elbow up to his wrist and then up to each of the knuckles. And they kind of work to make the arm work. Now, when was the last time I caught you skulking around my parts?
I would give him a look, and somehow he would know that there's a smirk on my face.
Oh,
And it's kind
definitely.
of like shrug and a non-committal gesture.
Well, you've proven yourself getting past my guards. Maybe you can prove yourself properly and then receive some actual food.
It is this hungry look that goes across her eyes, and she removed. I removed my hand from my dagger and raised them to sign. What kind of food?
The kind down here that only those who can take a man's life and not blink thrice.
Sounds like an easy job.
Well, my little moles have found a way to tunnel out of this place, and I need to test it.
First time your guinea pig today.
Let me put it this way to you. You either do as I ask and use the tunnels we have discovered and hope and pray that their defense systems are under maintenance mode as we suspect. Because if they're not, that will be your life gone. Or you remain here. At least your body will. And you see the extensions on these fingers suddenly extend into like these razor-like claws. It's been a while since I've had fun with my toys, I must admit. But this is too good of an opportunity to pass up, even for you.
Maybe. Suppose I could use some fun.
Sorry?
I suppose I could use some fun.
I'm glad you think so. Follow me. And he leads you on a walk that lasts hours. This walk is that long you completely lose track of time. Your legs start to burn with pain. And you get to this... It's not even a hatch. It's more like a drainage grate that is embedded in the side of the wall as like a makeshift temporary measure.
Yeah.
Follow the tunnels. And if it gets you to where I think it will, drop this back down to me. And he passes you a metal ball that is probably about 5 pounds in weight.
Okay. Actually, I'll take the ball. Can I study it for a moment and push it into like a pack at my hip?
Oh, and betray me. I do have friends in very high places.
There's an almost playfully offended look on my face, like in my eyes. And like you can kind of sense like a grin through the mask. And she puts her hand to my chest. Me? Betray?
Don't think I don't know you, Eva. Don't think I don't know what you are. You
That
may think
playfulness. Sorry, carry on.
you may think you hide it well, But you can't hide everything all the time.
That playfulness that was in my eyes completely drops. And it's almost as if my eyes kind of like harden into ice chips. And I know, like, raise my hands to sign again. Oh, let's not test each other's luck then.
He puts his claws behind this grate, and without even trying, pulls the entire, not just the grate, but the entire panel off the wall, this 10 foot by 10 foot panel. Inside you see a long tubular pipe. Can you make me an investigation check?
Yep. Investigation. Wait, hold on. There we go.
So, yep. Go to the skills and then just hit the little dice button.
Is a 2. Oh, wow.
So you can't quite work out what these pipes were ever used for. There's, there's evidence that it may have been some kind of transportation chute of some kind, but you're not entirely certain. As you start to climb through this grate, again, the ascent is excruciatingly long. After what seems to be about maybe 14, 15 hours of climbing, you manage to push against a looser panel. And you notice it because it's marked with chalk. As you just gently push, can you make me a stealth check?
Yeah, I can. Did I really just? I can't.
Double that one.
Oh my god! I got the first nat 1. What the hell?
You come out, like you come out of the wall and you sort of walk around a couple of streets. Now these streets are completely unfamiliar to you. They are alien. They are bright. They are colourful. There is foliage that is being artificially grown. And as you're sort of wandering about and sort of just admiring, you see just ahead of you a gentleman in like this really thin, light metal, kind of with a crown-shaped helmet and unbelievably round armor. Like, the armor wraps around him perfectly, it bends with all the joints. It looks like it is basically fused to their body. And he steps forward towards you. Excuse me?
I'll kind of freeze up a little and then go like a quick little wave with my left hand.
Question for you, did you drop that bowl?
I put it in my bag.
Yeah, I'm saying once you got out, because you
yeah,
had to
once
get
I
out
got out,
and...
once I got out, I dropped it as I was told to.
Sure. Yeah, sorry, carry on. What was you saying?
I just kind of like freeze for a second and like get like a cute little wave with my left hand. I didn't say anything because I can't.
Speak up. Where have you come from? You're not from around these parts?
I'm gonna nod as if to say, I absolutely am from around these parts.
What's wrong with your tongue, girl?
I give like a shrug and a non-committal gesture with my hands as to say, I don't know.
Another loony bin. Where did you come up from? Come on. Let's take you back. I really don't fancy murdering a little girl tonight. And he starts to walk towards you.
I'm gonna take a step back and my hand hovering over my dagger.
Don't do anything stupid. If you
Take another.
If you don't react, I'll be able to give you a pardon. If you lash out, you will go to the cells. And you would know that the cells is a glass prison that stretches out on either side of this giant ship, made entirely of pure tempered glass that hovers over the poisoned wastes below.
Okay. I'm gonna like move my hand away from my dagger for a moment and raise them to show him I've got nothing in them, and then bring them together to sign. What's in it for me?
Ah, you're a mute. That's why you sneak around from downstairs.
I'm gonna shake my head real quick.
Come on. And he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder to turn you around and sort of start marching you back from the direction you came. After a few minutes, he leads you to this hole that you've crawled out of. This where you come from?
I'm gonna raise my hand to sign again. I didn't even know that was there.
Can you make me a deception check?
Okay. Wow! My dice luck is not with me today.
To be fair, you have a good solid chance here. He turns to you. Very well, then there is only one place for us to go. To the bureaucrats. And he starts to push you away from this hole. As you hear something ricocheting through that chamber that you came through. You instinctively duck down as that metal ball you threw down earlier comes flying back out and strikes the guard in the ribs, breaking them.
I wish I could say like a resounding crack.
As he falls, you just hear the clunk of this ball as it turns into sawdust.
I'm gonna take a quick look either side of me, make sure that no one's coming down, and I'm gonna like pick him up from like under the arms and start dragging him to the hole so I can dump him in there.
Sure, that's fine. Moving over, Kalara.
Hello. So Kalara would be in the religion decks as she's tending to the sick and the injured.
So that still would be the like the residential deck, the third deck. But as you're basically working the hospitals, and you are kind of rushing backwards and forwards. And as you do so, you notice this gentleman sat on one of these beds, kind of hovers maybe half a foot above the ground and has sort of advanced scanners and all this sort of stuff on it. And he's just lying there. Now, he looks like a doctor himself. He's dressed in a lab coat. He has, you know, the tie, the shirts. Okay, his hair's a bit of a scruff, but other than that...
She kind of pauses, you know, like as she's... Yeah, she kind of pauses and just, like, looks at him and kind of cocks her head. It's like, do you need something?
Me? Well, do I need something? Let's see. A hot bath. Not had one of those in a while. You know, the water shortage and all that sort of thing. Perhaps a cup of tea or coffee, maybe? No, tea, herbal, definitely. Sugar, too. Sweetener, maybe, but a drop of honey, certainly. Sorry, I lost track. What was you asking me?
She kind of just sighs and shakes her head.
Ah, yes.
It's like,
Do I need anything? I need you.
me.
Yes. And he sort of... his voice goes from this kind of high energy, nervous energy type to kind of almost whisper shouting at you. And he spins around on the chair and kind of bounds himself on both feet. As he walks past a desk, he grabs an official hospital clipboard. Come, walk. My disguise is clever. They'll never see it coming.
She kind of just blinks because she's wearing this plague doctor type mask. And she just kind of just blinks behind her mask and follows after him. She's like, I don't, okay. I gotta make sure he's not gonna get in trouble.
As he walks, he's got this clipboard in front of him. And he's walking at rather the pace, and he's intentionally walking in a sort of zigzag pattern around this hospital as if he is visiting wards, but he is slowly working his way towards the exit. No. Your name. Kylara, isn't it? Miss Kylara. Yes. You're quite well renowned for your medical practice. And your iconic mask, of course, although a little antiquated for most, a fine piece for someone like myself. Bit of a collector of historical artifacts and, well, a bit of a historian between you and myself, but not many people like historians in this day and age. And I understand. Well, I can't say too much. Come. And as he's walking, he pulls out this letter. And this letter, much like the one that Silas received, is brown, it's tea-stained, with a wax seal on it. Here. This is for you, specifically for you. Don't let anyone else get their hands on it. If anyone found out what I was up to, then I would be at great risk. So please, I've already had my fill of the local law enforcement trying to investigate me, trying to pin something on me, trying to accuse me of treason and trying to overthrow our wonderful political democracy, if you can call it that. And he passes you the letter.
She'll take it and kind of slide it into her coat. And you know my name, so what's yours?
All in good time. Just read the letter. The letter will tell you everything you need to know. If someone would only read the fucking letter.
She just kind of shakes her head and she breaks the seal. and she'll kind of like lean against like the wall behind her and open it up.
As you open this letter, the paper is blank. Can you make me an investigation check, please?
Yes, I can.
On
Oh
an
my
8,
goodness.
on an 8, this piece of paper does appear to be blank. And as you sort of hover it over the lights in the street, you can see that there's something shining through it, but you can't really make it out all that well. And you walk a little ways and you start getting this weird, like, citrusy smell. And this entire time that you've been trying to get this read this letter, he hasn't said a single word.
She's still gonna have the paper and I kind of like glance at him. For like from the mask, it's just, what is this?
Oh, well, a mystery, something I can't say. I really don't want to be in trouble. So, have a wonderful day. I hope to see you later on. Remember, before the ship's engines turn, we shall we shall see each other. But for now, I'd appreciate it if you walk that way, away from the hospital. I'll walk this way, and then nobody can see us, nobody can find us, nobody can follow us, because we all look different, and we all blend in nicely. Just your mask is a little eye-catching. At this point, he is given big paranoia. Like, this guy seems paranoid beyond reason.
I think she'll take this time to like look around, sensing his paranoia and stuff, and kind of like steps back from him as to like to seem like she's not associated with him.
As you sort of step back and you start looking around, by the time you've gone to look back at him, he's already gone.
She's just gonna kind of like sigh and take the paper and put it back in her jacket before she starts walking back to the hospital.
As you start walking back, can you make me a perception check?
Yes.
There we go. On an 18, you place that scent, that citrusy smell. It's lemon. It's a very, very strong smell of lemon. You sort of feel the paper in your pocket, and it's more like... It's less like actual paper and more like some kind of thin card. And then it twigs. There was an ancient method of passing on secrets, and that was to write in citrus fruit. And in order to read it, you merely had to light a fire through the paper. Not burn the paper, but light a fire underneath it, and the message would reveal itself.
After realizing this, she'll walk back into the hospital and kind of go to like more of like a secluded, like her office or like another secluded room.
Yep. Sure.
And she'll take a candle and light it.
Hold on. At this point, we shall move over to Talia.
Talia would be. It's night, right?
I mean, it's daytime.
Daytime. Okay. She would be probably headed over to the office to get orders from her commander.
Ah, your City Watch, yes. So, as one of the guards of the city, this is going to be interesting.
Like I guess more of like an amateur guard.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
So, as one of the guards of the city, all the guards of the city, all sort of city watchers, all kinds of martial experts are employed for different jobs. You go to the office, as you do every single morning, to get your patrol route. And as you start patrolling your route, can you make me a perception check?
Abilities. Almost a 17.
On a 10, the first thing you notice is this. Can you describe Silas for us, please?
Yes, of course. He's a tall, skinny figure. He's about 6'2", kind of lanky looking. Wearing. Do you mind just laying down the style of the era? Because in my head, it's a
Yes.
kind of trench coat kind of vibe that he's got going on.
So it's the vibe of this world is very eclectic. Like the city itself is quite eclectic. You have those who stick to like the clothes of their forefathers in that, you know, classical high fantasy type gear, and you've got others who kind of wear more advanced and more modern looking clothing and gear as well. It is a really, really peculiar place. Like, as I say, think Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, and you're getting close.
Okay. So yeah, sort of a fedora trench coat type vibe.
Yeah.
Slightly sunken eyes and pale skin, almost like he doesn't get out much. Spends most of his time inside.
So you see this individual, and he's scurrying back, and you watch him. It's rather odd to see someone going into their home in like the mid-morning, early afternoon time. And as you watch him, he kind of enters his home. I imagine you kind of turn around, make sure nobody else was watching you before you sort of seal the doors. This is
Yes,
the
exactly.
first. This is the first odd thing you find or you see in the day, but you brush it off. No, it's all right. Might have had an emergency. As you continue round, you catch a glimpse of an individual in a plague mask. Now, these plague masks tend to be used to deal with those who are suffering poisoning from exposure to the outside air in one way or another. It's exceptionally a rare sort of job and skill set. Very, very specialised. But again, you're in kind of the late morning, early afternoon, and they're walking in the opposite direction to the hospital.
I would like to follow if I could.
Sure.
A distance.
Sure. As you start following them, you notice them double back around a corner in an alleyway and double back to start walking back towards the hospital. As you follow them, you see this pile of ash on the ground. And as you follow this path around, there's a giant gaping hole in the wall and appears to be kind of... What do you think? Blood is just kind of dripped around the rim of this giant pipe, but no one else around.
Yeah. Could I? Could I divine sense this? Or would I
Let's
just
have a
do
look.
like a normal investigation?
Let's have a look. Until the end of your next turn. Undead within 60 feet of you. So I wouldn't say your divine sense is necessary. I'd say just do an investigation on this one.
Sounds good. Wow. Well.
On a 12, 12 is good enough. You have had some basic training. You do manage to conclude that this is a rather specific coincidence. First the you know, the low council figure. Then you see a medicinal doctor, and then you see this. So something. This is all within like 100 feet. So something is odd. Is definitely going on. As you continue to follow the good doctor to the hospital, as you enter in, you're immediately surrounded by a couple of nurses. Oh, good evening, sir. Anything we can help with? Do you need some more bandages, medicines, plasters, stitch kits?
Not at this time. Actually, I just had a question regarding someone who just walked in.
Oh, yes. We're only too glad to help. Have you had your weekly payments, sir?
Would I know that?
You
Probably
wouldn't have a
right.
clue what they're on about.
Cool. Awesome. I feel like that's not important to me right now. I'm looking for the individual that just came in here. I need you to take me to them. I have questions.
Name a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh no. Dirty 20.
Well, we really shouldn't pass on information about person, but as it's you, of course. And they start leading you through the hospital, and they lead you up to this small office as they suddenly disperse.
Clear. I'm going to. Hello, City Watch.
Talia. Not Talia, sorry. Kalara.
So Clara will kind of like look towards the door, just confused. She's like, "What the heck?" She'll keep the letter that she got in her jacket as she walks to the door and opens it.
As you open the door, could you describe Talia for us, please?
Yes. So you open the door to a 6'1" dragonborn. She is blue, like light sky colored blue. She has spikes along her chin and one single one on the tip of her chin. And her horns, they go back and then horizontally out. Kind of like antler-y, but without all the extra bits on the sides. And orange eyes. And she's just gonna look down. I don't know how
as you sort of look into the office, you notice a candle has been lit. Now, candles themselves they're not uncommon, but in the middle of the daytime when the day cycle is running, not your standard practice.
lighting a candle in the middle of the day.
I quite like the lighting.
You need extra lighting on top of sunlight.
Well, my office is quite dark. And when reading files, it helps to have a little candlelight.
Maybe a deception check, please. First is insight. Talia, something is definitely off here.
Is there anything else in this office, if I take another glance around, is there anything other than the candle that would, like, arouse suspicion?
Other than her strange demeanor? Like, she says her office is dark, but yet the whole day cycle is running.
Right. Okay, cool. She's just going to like look at this plague doctor and basically the face that she makes is confusion, but also she's talked to so many people who have lied to her. So she's just going to not touch you on the back, but basically like start to usher you out. Um, you're coming with me. I have more questions and I need you in a more controlled environment.
I'm sorry, is this important? I really got patients I gotta get back to.
Trust me, it is very important. And I will try to lead her out of the hospital.
As,
Kalara will kind of sigh and just follow.
as you start leading her out, there are a number of very watchful eyes, kind of almost confusing. Why is this specialist trainee being led out of the hospital by a guard? Kind of. As you leave, you see an individual wearing another individual wearing this kind of. Can you describe your mask again for me, Eva?
Hi, yeah. So the mask covers the bottom half of my face, like over my nose and mouth and my chin and stuff, and it almost looks like an iron muzzle.
Now, this itself is a really bizarre outfit. This is not citizenry outfit.
Upon seeing this, looking at the plague doctor and then looking at this individual with a muzzle, she's just gonna like face palm and then look up at the individual with the muzzle and be like, "You, what?" Walk over. Hi, why do you look like that? What is this day?
I'm gonna kind of like stop for a moment, frown, and kind of like tilt my head a little bit, and then shrug.
Do I notice any like dirt or soot or like is she like dirty in a sense?
Maybe an investigation.
Not in a bad sense, but
Investigational perception. Kylara, you can roll as well for me.
Okay.
yeah, I got a 7, so I don't know.
I got an 11.
So, on a 7 investigation and an 11 perception, Kylara, you notice there is kind of like a really light blood staining around the sleeves of this individual. And Talia, the only thing you can get is like this, again, this really sort of smell of rusted metal filling the air around them. And that kind of smell is normally associated with sort of the lower 2 decks.
You really don't look like you're from around here, so are you going to explain why you look like that?
I'm gonna like raise my hands again, palms outwards to show that I mean no harm, and then again bring them together to sign. I was busy on a job, cleaning pipes and all.
After seeing the blood, Kylara is gonna kind of tilt her head. It's like, are you injured?
A little bit. My sleeve snagged on some rust, and it kind of cut my arm a little bit. But I'm fine. I'm fine. Dangers of the job, you know?
So as you guys are talking, these two individuals round the corner, and they are slightly higher than you on the pecking chain, Talia, but they're not quite so high up that they are in fact your boss or anything like that. And they go, "You rookie."
She's gonna stand a little straighter and
They kind
give
of
a little salute.
look round at Eva. One of the guards has not reported in.
Like at all? You think he just fell asleep?
They kind of look stunned at that suggestion.
Sorry. No, you're right. It's very, very important.
And by the looks of it, we have an intruder. Now, how an intruder got up to this level, we don't know. But we have to assume they are dangerous.
I told you I was working in the pipes.
They pull their swords.
Shit.
At this point, Silas, you have had time in your little hovel to work out the puzzle and light the paper and read the message, and you have an address to go to. You come through and can you make me an insight check, please?
Of course.
20. Nice. You see these three individuals and you see the two guards. Now, the Dragonborn is wearing sort of guard-like armor, but you can tell they are a trainee. They're not up here. And being that you work for the council, you are pseudo in charge of this situation right now. You can see these two guards are about to use brute force, with very little evidence to suggest that any one of these people is actually dangerous.
Do we really think that violence and bloodshed is absolutely necessary at this point in time?
One of our guards has gone missing. We have found an interloper on our beat, sir. There is only one assumption to be made.
Assumptions is not how we get things done. Investigation and procedure is how we get things done. You, interloper. I turn to Kalia. Explain yourself.
You mean Eva?
Oh, Eva. My apologies. I turn to Eva. Explain your current attire.
It's the best I could find. She's signing like rapidly with her hands. You know, I don't want to get my normal clothes dirty, so I found this, put it on, and dived into the pipes to clean them.
Can you make me an insight check, Silas?
Yep.
Now, cleaning the pipes is the maintenance crew's job. They are normally very well equipped, very well dressed when outside of the pipes. This is not the attire they would wear. However, having said that, this individual does seem nervous, a little bit scared, and you have this rookie and a doctor in the presence of what's about to go down. Now, if this breaks out and gets out, it could cause a mass hysteria. One of your jobs in the council is to stop mass hysteria from breaking out.
Silas, knowing his mission, can see value in the people standing in front of him. So he turns to the guards. Listen, I think it's best that we keep rational heads and investigate properly into the situation with the missing guard here. I think what we should do is report back, first of all, and not cause an event that's going to start raising panic in the local area. I will remain with this recruit of yours and these other two here. I will interview them, and I will take the appropriate action.
They look disgruntled, but an order is an order, even if it is from a low-level council member. And they kind of huff. Very well. We'll be back. And they scurry off. Nicely done. Very nicely done.
So you three, what brings you over here?
You're gonna have to.
This one, and I point to the plague doctor. Back with me when I saw this other one, pointing to the one with the muzzle, and thought I would investigate, and then it got out of hand.
Yeah, I can see things got slightly out of hand. The guards seem to be particularly on edge today. What were they saying about a missing guard?
Apparently, one of them just didn't report back, and yeah, I don't really know too much else. I don't think they give me.
I think it might be worth looking into where this guard would have been at the time of the disappearance.
I can take y'all back to the office, and we can see where this guy had a route.
I don't know if going straight back to the office is a great idea with our friend here looking so lower decks.
I'm gonna have like a very, very offended look on my face, and like raise my hands up and throw them back down, and then come back to signing. So I can go back to work, right? Great, nice meeting you. I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna turn around, and start like marching on.
Wait, but you can't just walk around like looking.
Well, look at how I look.
It's just not normal.
Well, that's not very nice. That's actually kind of rude.
I know it's very rude. I'm really sorry. I don't really know how else to speak about it other than you look weird, but it's good weird. I don't really know.
It's my first day on the job. They didn't give me any good equipment. I literally got what I found.
Perhaps we can find you some suitable attire for walking around the local area.
Can you find me a mask?
Would I know where to find this sort of thing?
Be a long way to the main marketplace. But you know, you have a strange invitation to a strange dress, and the only title on it is Prof M. Now, whatever this is, somebody who can sneak past 500 different security systems between levels is going to be worth taking with you.
I offer my trench coat to Ava. I take it off and I hold it up. Underneath, I'm wearing sort of a shirt and braces.
How tall are you?
6'2".
How tall are you, Eva?
I'm 5 foot.
It kind of works.
Well,
We're doing what we can here, folks.
It would hide the attire at the very least. Walking around like Dopey from the Seventh Wall.
If Silas is like holding the trench coat out, I'm gonna like put my hand to my chest with like a faux, flattered expression, and then move my hand again and sign it. Aw, for me?
Yes, for you, please. Hide those bloodstains.
I did say they were from like injuries from cleaning, but fine. She's gonna like sweep up the trench coat and swing it around her, pulling it over her shoulders, sliding her arms through, and it does drag on the floor. She does look kind of like Dopey.
That's better. Now I doubt we'll have many more jumps to conclusions by local guards. Present company accepted.
So what? We just sort this thing out, and I can go back.
I actually have an appointment to make. I think it would be worth all three of your time if you would join me.
All three of us. I kind of have to go. Because, I mean, Kylar still has the letter to Puck. She has no idea what it is. So she's like, I gotta get back to the hospital. And she, like, turns around.
You know, I've got a job to get back to. You know, money's tight.
I think you should trust me here. I have some important work to take care of, and I believe I may be able to help make it profitable for all of you.
You're kind of like my boss, so I will go with you.
And I guess I could take a little time off.
Kylar will sigh. And it's like, oh, I guess I'm already here, so.
Excellent. I appreciate this greatly.
You guys come around together. You come around these streets. And well done on avoiding that combat, by the way. That wasn't an easy combat to get out of, I promise you. You come around and you see this address, this strange looking little building. As you enter the code that is given to you on the letter, the door opens. And as you enter in, it looks a little bit like an elevator. However, like all good elevators, it has a secret. As you enter in, it locks. There are 13 different cameras linked up in this room. And suddenly this kind of eyeball starts floating around and comes like up to your face and flashes like it's taking a picture. Each picture it takes, it documents who you are. So it comes up to Silas. Silas Thorne, invited. Counselor. Floats over to Kylara. Taking several photos, trying to see through the mask. And it repeats. Kylara Sylvain. Doctor. Invited. And it hovers over to Talia. Talia Yakera. Guard. Uninvited.
Oh no.
Hold on. Consideration in progress. Hovers round to Eva and goes. Unknown. Not in census.
Whoa.
Creature. Unidentified.
I
Considering.
think this thing is faulty, guys.
Considering. You have all been accepted. Welcome to Professor Mariaki's laboratory. And the elevator kind of shifts like deeper into the wall as you just hear this loud grinding. You can see outside this like letterbox window that a giant wall comes down as the whole thing just shifts along the shafts of the ship. As it does so, you are brought to oh, why can you not sit? That one. There we go. You are brought into this space. In it, there is this huge, gigantic dome, and inside you see flora larger than you have ever seen it before. This is a giant greenhouse. You look around, there's but 2 other buildings down here. You can see many steps going up to various elevators, various lifts. This is hidden. You can tell that straight away from the environment. It is a very well hidden place.
It's beautiful.
Silas looks visibly frustrated. There is a part of the city that he doesn't know about. Well, this is certainly interesting.
Very. Have
And
you ever
you
seen anything like that?
Not quite of this scale. Certainly a sight to behold. And you didn't want to come, you two.
Oh, no. It's not that I didn't want to. It's more I had a job to get back to, and I'm probably going to be fired, so thank you for that.
A voice echoes through the halls as if coming over a speaker system. No one here is getting fired. Great news. Thank you all so much for coming. It's wonderful to have you here. You look around, you still can't see anyone.
Professor Mariaki, I presume?
Yes. What gave it away? By my Jove, you are a clever one. No wonder I chose you. You're fantastic.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm in the building, just in front of you.
Where the plants are?
No, the building. That is a greenhouse, my dear. That is for growing life.
Oh, gotcha.
That'll do. Not quite the image I had in my mind, but...
Do any of the plants in the greenhouse look medicinal?
Not necessarily. They are alien to you. You've never seen these species of plants before.
Interesting.
It seems illogical to converse with a man we can't see, Professor.
Well, come on in. Come on in. Please. Please come on in.
Carlara's gonna glance at Silas. Is like, are we just really gonna blindly talk to this guy?
Well, you all seem like you can handle yourselves.
I'll walk in.
No, not me. Not me. Told you, just a maintenance worker.
Who said they're gonna
What's
walk
the
in?
worst that he can do? Me. Talia.
Sure. So you walk around, And as you do, you see this professor, and he has really wild, dark, black hair, quite pale of skin. You know, his facial features are almost as erratic as he is, as, you know, he seems to be able to move every, like, individual inch of muscle individually, so it never quite makes sense.
Well, hello.
Hello, Talia. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome. And he literally comes rushing over to you, grabs hold of your hand, and is violently shaking your hand.
Okay. Okay.
Are
I
the
don't-
others coming in? I know I only invited two of you, but you have all been accepted in.
At this point, I would be rounding the corner, I believe.
Hey, it's safe. We're okay.
As
Well,
you
for
round
now.
the corner, all of a sudden, Professor Mariaki again comes bounding over to you. Ah, Silas, thank you so much. My God, having somebody on the council helping me is phenomenal work. You have no idea the leverage this will give us when we make the discoveries. Not if, when. Yes, when. When.
Well, I'm never opposed to making new discoveries or gathering new information. You certainly seem excitable, but you were very vague in your invitation. I decided to bring some help.
You would think so. But I tell you what, your superiors, the ones that run this place, that there are things they don't want you to see. There are things they don't want you to know. Things that I am slowly beginning to discover. And when I find that solution, when I figure out this problem, when I calculate the maths behind it, the people will be free. We can walk the ground again. At this point, he sounds insane. He sounds
I'm still like
clinically insane.
I'm still like rooted to my spot, heavily considering just making a run for it.
Kylara, seeing Eva's like tense like form, she'll grab the back of her, like the coat that Silas gave her, starts dragging her around the corner.
Hey, wait! I'm
It's
not
like,
supposed to be here. They work.
It's like, no.
Yes, Kylara, wonderful. Your mask will do wonderful work, and your specialty training. That is going to be imperative for what we are about to do, what we are about to discover, what we are about to achieve. And he looks round. Yes, the Enigma. The one not in the census. The one the records don't even know about. This is going to be fantastic.
I think your senses are broken. And she's like signing as she's looking at this thing.
He signs back to you, and his signing only just about makes sense because he is physically shaking fairly violently, like somebody's had a bit too much caffeine to drink. And as he signs to you, he goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you didn't speak. I would love to learn more about how you learnt to communicate with your hands in this way." And he, you know, just like there are different dialects of language, there are obviously different dialects of sign language. So he is using an array all in one. You can just about make out what he's saying.
Lots of practice.
Well, don't just all stand there. And as he's speaking, he's signing because he doesn't know if you can hear or not. So he's signing as he's speaking. And he's like, come on in. Please, quick.
Kylara will look to make sure Eva's following.
Eva is giving Kylara a look to say, "Nah, she couldn't catch me."
He, as you all enter in, he rushes over to this keypad on the wall and very, very rapidly puts in about 35 different numbers and letters. Like, this is alphanumeric with multiple scripts, multiple languages over it. And suddenly the door locks. He goes,
Nope, I'm out. That's it. Bye.
you don't need to go anywhere. I am safe again. The doors are locked. Nobody's getting in. If you want to leave, I will of course gladly let you out. I have no need to hold you captive. Come sit down. Sit.
I just said,
Are you coming?
You can click and drag, guys.
oh,
Yeah, I'll turn off token lock as well. Oh,
Gotcha.
there we go. So yeah, so
Okay.
you all come up and sit down. He goes, right. Who would like a nice, soothing, peaceful cup of herbal tea?
What kind of herbal tea?
Well, what would you like? I have lavender. I have honey thistle. I have the exceptionally rare passion fruit plant. And these are all flora that you have no idea what they are. You've never heard the terms in your existence.
She'll kind of get him. Well, I mean, obviously it'll be a blank look, but like she'll give like a blank look behind the mask, like, what is that?
What do you mean? They are herbs. Native herbs to the lands below. Herbs that we were told no longer existed. But I have it all stored up here. It's all here. I know more than they care to imagine.
so you have plants or herbs from the poisoned world below,
Yes.
and you're making tea with them.
Yes. It's fantastic, isn't it?
How do you know about these plants?
Research, my dear. I am a professor after all. Though they did strip me of my PhD, I do not care. In the eyes of education and knowledge, I am still a professor. He touches a few buttons in front of him, and a holographic projection of the dome that you saw appears. These plants, none are grown on this ship, but all are native to us, to our history. More than 700 years forgotten. If the oligarchs knew that I had this, they would burn my laboratory to the ground, even at risk of destroying the entire deck. This particular laboratory is powered by Aether coils. Highly illegal, but highly necessary.
Professor, I feel like you should perhaps let us know why you invited us here.
Of course. How are you for adventure? I bet, like most, you would love nothing more than to get off of this ship. The ship that has sailed the skies for 700 years, and nobody can explain its construction. Below us, the world is poisoned. Yes, the air is thick, gaseous, chronically debilitating if inhaled directly. But, as you can see, I have started to develop technologies, research, knowledge that enables these fantastic beings from below to regrow up here on the ship. As he moves over to this tree that looks mostly like deadwood, but it has these beautiful yellow blossoms coming out of them. This chamber over here is a secret shaft that I created. It leads just below the drop deck, from which you can descend. I have the belief, nay, the knowledge, that there are secrets down there that need to be brought up. For too long we have been like caged animals, fed scraps, given just enough to survive. Tell me, is that any way to live? Especially for you, as he looks over at Eva. You, my dear, you're from the drop deck, aren't you?
My eyes immediately narrow, and I raise my hands to sign.
Don't be scared. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
I'm not scared.
How is it down there? Is the food plentiful? Is your life socially acceptable? You're not even recorded. That's how little they care for your being. And any one of us, at any moment, on any day, if they decide they don't like our decisions, is where we will end up. They've been trying to catch me for the last 50 years. They still haven't succeeded. At this point, can I get some insight checks from each of you, please?
Yeah. Insight. What is it with me? I got two natural ones. Two
It's
natural
okay.
ones this session.
I'm over here too. Oh my gosh. Dice are not dicing
6,
today.
3, 3.
GG, guys.
We're doing so good. We're doing so good.
So, this gentleman's creations, they are next level out of this world, quite literally. You know, each of you, a little bit about the Aether and how it affects the ship, and that it is basically the ship's life force. You know that the Aether coils he's got outside, he's already admitted are highly illegal, just purely based on the fact of the amount of Aether they draw on. And it is easy to assume that through this process, this is how these plants have grown. Now, I will kit you each out with enough to get down to the surface world. One trip. You will only be down there for a brief period of time, and then I can recall you back. What do you say? Are you intrigued?
You're not supposed to go down, so
No, but why? Why are we not supposed to go down? Why are we not supposed to see it? Have you ever wondered that?
I mean, I'm all for doing things I'm not supposed to.
That's the spirit, my girl.
Why us specifically?
Counselor, just in case the Council of Law hears about our little endeavours, can throw them off the scent. The plague doctor, the doctor who is training and learning about the poisons outside of this ship so that you may cure the sicknesses. What better way to improve your training than first-hand experience? A guardsman, self-explanatory. You can throw them off the scent if they get too close to the laboratory, if they start investigating. And, well, from what I understand, somebody who managed to sneak past over 500 security systems, I don't think that they're going to allow you to get caught.
There's a little bit of pride in my eyes. Just a tiny bit.
I can give you a night to think about this. Consider my offer. Because if we succeed, the knowledge we'll gain will be invaluable. And who knows, you may even find one or two antiquities whilst you're down there. Trinkets, gifts, anything you find. I only ask to be shown. To study it for a short while, and I will give it straight back to you.
If I may, Professor, I think the less we're seeing coming and going from this laboratory, the better. If we're going to go, we should probably go. What do you think, guys?
I mean, I am sort of expected to be doing something, but if I'm not here, they can't get me, so I'm in.
And so what? If we agree, we just come back here.
If you want the night, you can take the night. The elevators will take you all over the ship. And they never know because they are all formal registered addresses.
I am curious. But it goes against what I do. But adventure is fun. So
Talia, think of it this way, okay? Think of it this way. You're training to be a guard, but how can you be the best guard you can be if you don't know what it is you are guarding people from?
yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm in.
I mean, it's gotta be better than blindly listening to people who treat other people like absolute crap, right? I mean, you saw how they got those other guards were gonna try and like hurt me for no reason, absolutely no reason.
That is true. If I can get better at guarding, then I can do my job better. And I can protect. So yeah, you have a point there, Eva.
How do you know my name? How do you know?
It's like panic in my eye.
Only one of you left. Kalara?
Well,
Do you want
guess
the
I'm
night?
already here, and I guess if it helps.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I shall get some things ready for you. Might take me a bit of time. If you want to stay here in the lab, maybe pay a visit to my garden. I'd be only more than happy to let you see the wonders I've unlocked so far.
Kylar will actually take the invitation and want to go look at the plants.
He unlocks the door, and immediately he is back to. Come on in, right this way. Please, please come. Follow me now. Don't, daughter. Don't wait too long. And he comes up to this dome, and there is a hidden panel that he lifts up. And again, it's an alphanumeric keypad, and you guys are stood around watching him for a good 3 minutes whilst he's typing in this long-ass code. And eventually you see all these glass windows turn to a perfect 90-degree angle. Ha! Come on, in you come. As you go in, you are met with... Talia, are you going?
Yes. Sorry.
That's alright. Okay. As you go in, you see again, as I say, these large flora. They are huge, beautiful flowers. All of this is our history. Every single one of these plants, a seed plucked from the very ground beneath us, from your predecessors.
So you've had people go down before.
Yes, of course.
And why don't you go down?
I can't. On account of a lack of skills, let's say.
Oh yes, the brain behind the muscle.
He goes through this tube and leads you into a really secluded lab. As you leave the giant dome, again, all these glass windows shut to keep the humidity high. And he leads you to this little desk. This is where it all started. Every last piece of that in there. A small sample of the dirt, of the earth down below. Now, do not touch it. It is highly toxic. But the plants that grow out of it are purifiers. They take poison out of the air and convert it. Much like the artificial ones that we have managed to grow. These ones are fully organic. No labs involved other than my own. No growth enhancers, no dancing around trying to get the water systems to pump. They create their own ecosystem. In this fridge, right here, and he points to the long white desk, I have over 300 seed samples with untold plants behind them, untold species, but I have yet been unable to grow them. If I can, I might be able to make new medicines. I might even find cures to the rarest diseases.
Kylar seems kind of intrigued, especially about the cure for like the rare diseases.
He comes over to the this standing fridge and opens it. Are you guys going to sort of follow him around there as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
As he opens it, he pulls out this little white and sort of semi-translucent box. And he sort of turns around and he goes, I'm just getting my lunch.
Yeah, at that, like, my stomach starts growling.
Oh, are you hungry too? Here, And he turns back around, opens the fridge. Yes, perfect. And he pulls out, like, this tiny little tub. Passes it over to you. There you go. Cheese and crackers. Perfect, perfect adventuring food.
Thank you. And she's like going in on the food. She's not had good food for a while.
For context, cheese and crackers as a meal on this ship would cost, in gold terms, about 30,000 gold pieces for a single block and 5 crackers. Like, the cost of production of these items is vastly expensive. He has money somewhere.
If you can afford that, where's you getting your money from? Because didn't they pull your
Funding.
Yeah.
They did pull my funding. They also tried to dismantle my research labs. They also falsely accused people of wrongdoing. I say falsely accused. There was no amountable evidence to suggest that even close to what they believed I was doing. It made suing the oligarchs all that much more precious. But financing is running out, so we need to move fast. Now, a good night's rest, and we descend first thing in the morning. I can't wait to show you the sunrise.
Do you have private quarters for us, Professor?
Private quarters? I can arrange. I can arrange that. I hadn't even thought of it, to be honest. I just assumed you would go back to your own residences. And he sort of goes back into... I'm not going to keep moving the text around now. He goes back into the lab, and he sort of looks around. He's like, okay. Pulls a couple of blankets out and lays them over the bench. Over the benches. I shan't disturb any single one of you. This can be your private quarters.
Looks good to me.
As comfortable as that looks, I actually better head back to the hospital. Make sure nobody realizes that I'm actually gone and starts asking questions.
Very well. Very well. And he scribbles down on a piece of paper the code for one of the elevators, directs you to it. This should lead you just outside, maybe a 10-15 minute walk.
Still nod and take the elevator.
So, you guys all go and get your rest for the evening, whether you head back to your quarters, head back to your place of work, wherever you go. And what has so far been revealed, just for clarification purposes, he has told you that it has been 700 years since some of these flowers have existed. He has had adventuring groups go down and explore before, but why he is using you rather than them is unknown. The sheer volume of knowledge that he has,
He's at home. He went home.
it's surprising that he needs more. That there's something else that he's looking for, and he's not telling you the whole story. And it's almost by intent. Every time you sort of try and pry or probe him for more information about the whole story of this, why he needs this, he kind of evades, deflects, and answers the questions you're not asking. Eventually, the nighttime cycle begins. The moonlight's come on, and the moonlights are like giant spots of low low white lights. The streets go from those bright blue lights to sort of a more dim, dark blue hue. Come the morning, we are going to have a short reprieve. So everyone, if you want to go grab your drinks, grab your snacks, go for a bio break, whatever you need to do, go stretch your legs for 5-10 minutes. We will be back very, very soon. But as ever, in the meantime, enjoy the mid-game chatter.
Well,
Down before anyone gets hurt. The intrigue.
Uh-huh.
So
Agree.
guys, that is the entirety of like the session 0.5. How did we find the opening to this campaign? Because this is the first time I've run this campaign, and I've been hyped about this for ages.
I think it's really fucking cool. Like, really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where the story's gonna go.
Me too. I'm also excited to be playing a somewhat chaotic. That's not to say that none of my characters. I have quite a few, but Eva is different in her chaos, and I'm so excited to flesh her out properly.
I wish I'd taken sign language.
You know, I was
Yes.
full on thinking about taking sign language and I didn't.
Then I come in, throw you guys for a loop. Yeah.
So much fun. I love
Yeah.
it. I absolutely love it.
I've got a minor bit of confusion with my character sheet, but I don't know if it's just my brain not working properly.
What's your confusion?
So I've got my magic initiate spells and my cantrips.
Yep.
But 2 of my cantrips are also 2 of my magic initiate spells. Is that right, or should I have 2 different spells up there?
I can only see. So your magic initiate is Mind Sliver, Minor Illusion, and Sleep.
Yeah. And then my cantrips are Firebolt, Mind Sliver, and Minor Illusion.
Yeah. So the only. Oh yeah, Mind Sliver and Minor Illusion. I would change them.
Okay.
I'd change them out because they shouldn't be the same.
How do I do
So,
that one?
Padlock on the top of your character sheet to unlock it, and then you can just double-click the delete item, the little bins on the left-hand side of each of the spells that you want to get rid of. No, you don't need to add new spell. So on the right-hand side, under character, you see spells. And then all you need to do is go to level 0 for cantrips, and then whatever the class is for the magic initiate, whatever magic initiate class you took, just click on that, and then just have a look through, and when you decide on one you want, click on the little blue hat, drag and drop it into where it says spells, magic initiate, wizard.
Cool, thank you. Oh, am I doing this right? All I can see here is guidance and true strike. Oh, maybe source all.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to
source wizard.
Yeah.
Well.
Source wizard,
that's
and then level 0.
That's saying I've only got access to true strike.
Okay, so what you need to do, if you close the spells tab, go to where it says library modules, and make sure that you've got modules loaded. So you'll see loaded and unloaded at the top. If you click on the loaded ones, you'll see what modules you have loaded. And if you go to unloaded, obviously that's the ones you haven't got loaded.
I've got Player's Handbook, Strixhaven, Cauldron of Everything, Book of Many Things. It's all here.
Okay. Can you share your screen with me?
Yes, of course.
that's my school.
I see.
There you go.
Thank you.
No worries. Right, I'm going to step away for a moment. I'm going to go try and grab myself a drink of some kind. But yeah, I'll be back very, very soon, and I'm really, really glad you guys are enjoying this.
Yes.
I will say I love all your guys' characters so far. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be chaotic and it's gonna be fun.
They,
Yeah, you guys are cool.
you guys are great. I love, like, just the small kind of insights into each character's like, yeah, these are gonna be amazing to play with.
Also, I didn't know that I was not muted when I booped because my cat was here, so I didn't mean to boop your character. It's just I forgot to put the mic on, so I'm sorry if that made it. My cat came up to me, and then immediately after I muted myself, and he knocked over all my water. So a lot of
Yeah,
things
that-
happened in that moment.
That sounds about right, to be honest.
I love it. Hello, adventurer. Boop.
It just adds to the chaos, you know?
Yes.
I also want to apologize in advance for any trouble that Eva may cause you guys.
Any what?
Any trouble that Eva may cause you.
There's a reason I wanted you to come.
The more trouble, the
Certified
better.
troublemaker. Yeah.
It's okay. Kylar will be there just to drag her around and keep her out of trouble.
I love that dynamic. It is
I
so
loved that
funny.
too. Like she's like thinking of bolting, and Kylar's like, yeah, no.
No.
She's like, no, we're already too far into this. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, let's just manhandle the rogue. That's brilliant.
I'm
I'm loving the
thinking.
dynamic already.
I'm thinking I might take, seeing as we're going adventuring. I know it's kind of meta a bit, but I might take create bonfire as a cantrip.
Do you know it's always a safe bet?
Yeah.
So I've got create bonfire, mage hand, sleep, firebolt, mind sliver, minor illusion as my cantrips.
No, I
Oh,
do
the
love a
sleep is
good
my
mind
first level,
sliver.
Oh yeah.
Dissonant Whispers is my favourite spell,
Oh, that is a good
psychic wise.
That's
It's
a warlock
really
spell,
good
isn't it?
spell. It is, Aberrant Mind.
I've never actually played a cleric before, so we're gonna see how this goes.
Nice.
Clerics are fantastic. But you kind of you heal the party and you unheal the enemy. That's kind of the main.
Yes.
Well, because like when Captain first introduced the campaign, I'm like, well, you know, I could play a healer, sure.
This is also my first time playing a rogue as well, and also my first time playing 5.5, so I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Nice. This is actually my first time playing Dungeons and Dragons in about 15 years because I've always been the dungeon master.
Oh, you're a forever DM. No, I'm sorry about that.
Yes.
I'm glad you get to play though.
Oh, it's great. Just gonna be over there having a cigarette, but I can still hear you.
Yep, that's good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but see you in the morning. Love you.
Yeah.
Nothing at the minute. I didn't do anything.
Yet.
Died.
Yet.
Oh, I thought I was muted. I didn't do anything. Someone died. It wasn't even my fault. It really wasn't.
I was a little confused by that. I'm going to be over there, and then I hear, see you in the morning.
No, someone died. I disposed of them nicely. I didn't kill them.
Actually, I believe you really dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, I did a bit, didn't I? No, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't kill anybody yet. Rogue. We've got. Actually, that's a good point. What we've got a cleric. What class? What the classes do we have?
I'm a wizard.
Wizard
I'm paladin.
and paladin. Ooh. Have we got the classic paladin rogue team up here? Like paladin
Maybe.
keeping the rogue out trouble.
Well, I think I definitely underestimated the chaos that was going to be called because my character's like, oh, everything's so nice and great, and we're all gonna be cool. And then it's like chaos incarnate, espionage. We're gonna go steal stuff. She's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, cool. These people are cool.
They seem fine.
So no, but I'm excited. I've never been the tank for a group. Well, I've been like support, but
Yeah.
never like the full tank. So
Can
I'm
confirm
excited.
tanking is fun.
I'm just glad I get to, try and deal more than just a D4 of damage. So it's very nice.
I bet. Okay. Why is sword so hard to draw?
Are you drawing like a specific sword or just like?
Just a standard long sword. I don't really have a specific design in mind, if I'm honest.
Gotcha.
What's up, bud? I didn't kill anybody! Wow. A guard. I got caught. I fumbled my stealth so badly. I got caught. I was talking to the dude. He was gonna take me back to where I was, right? And there was a hole in the wall that I climbed out of, right? And I dropped a ball down there, and the ball came up and smashed through his ribs and killed him outright and turned him to like ash. But I didn't kill him. What? It's not my ball.
You touched it last.
I did touch it last, but like I dropped it down the hole, expecting it to stay down there.
Even if the arrow travels through the air, swishes around a bit, and then hits a target, you still get the XP. That's your kill.
True. But what if it's not my ball?
I mean, if you pick up someone else's rock and throw it at someone.
No, I was just doing as I was told to.
Well, I mean, if someone tells you to pick up someone else's rock and throw it at someone, you're still killing.
Yeah.
True.
No, I was responding. My brother seems to think I'm a murderer. That might be a problem.
Tiny bit.
Just a tad.
Okay, I have to go do that thing, so I will be back. And if Captain gets back, and one of y'all let him know, I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot him a text too, but just in case. So I should only be about 30 minutes, so I should be back 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So
Have a good one.
thank you.
My brother is telling my dad about what happened, and my dad said she would say that. That's what she always says. I don't have anyone on my side here. I don't always play chaotic characters. Come on.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. This hilt seems really, really short, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's just a short-handled sword, for sure. Huh. Take nuggets. Remove that lane. And yeah, there we go.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
All right,
hey.
carry the kids to bed.
They doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
I just had some of my ham, pineapple, jalapeno, and mushroom with a barbecue-based pizza.
Ooh.
Well, that sounds good.
It is phenomenal because you have the sweetness of the pineapple versus the tartiness of the barbecue with that little hint of spice from the green jalapeno, and then you've obviously got the mushroom and the ham for texture and protein.
That does sound really good.
Sounds way good.
Oh. Let's get the next scene up and ready just before I get excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, back.
Do you know what? I can use this map. I can actually use this map.
You've made me hungry. I'm here, but I'm making a sandwich.
That's right. Yeah, that'll do. We'll let Karen make his sandwich and then we'll go.
Sounds good.
Oh, you're not with us today. Hopefully they're back next week. That pizza is good, but it gives you gas.
Oh, thank you.
We will be going in a second, folks. We are just finishing up our break.
All right, I have bourbon smoked ham. All as well.
Bourbon smoked ham sounds pretty good as well.
Oh yes.
I'd throw that on the pizza over like normal basic ham.
100. Although I have to say, one of the oldest and most commonly told lies in this world is a little sticker that says "Peel here to open."
Archivist is now recording.
So, guys, gals, non-binary pals, we are back. So you guys, come the morning, you head back to Professor Mariaki's lab if you've left, and you manage to make it back without incident or issue given his instructions. Wonderful. We are all here, we are ready. This is exciting, isn't it? A chance to explore new worlds. Well, the old world.
I suppose so.
Yes.
Maybe it's been down there any day.
You mentioned something yesterday about provisions, Professor.
Yes, wonderful. So, we can't stay, well, I say we. You won't be able to stay there too long. My supplies at the moment are bare thin, but I do want to assure you that my supplies will increase in quantity. But first, I want to give you a taste of what you are missing out on. Now, it is still early morning on the ground, but the fog is thick today. You can spend no more than 10 minutes down there. Do you understand?
Yeah, got it.
What do you expect us to do in 10 minutes, Professor?
Oh, this is just a trial run. I'm not expecting miracles. I'm not expecting you to uncover the secrets of the world in one trip, no. But 10 minutes can tell us an awful lot about the world below.
And I know you mentioned other adventurers. Why aren't they doing this?
They have been previously indisposed. They, well, more often than not, they succumb to, let's just say, the temptations that exist.
So they're dead?
Or they're still down there?
Safe assumption is they are dead, yes. My latest expedition only returned one sole adventurer, and as he returned, he managed to transfer his findings to me, and then was prominently arrested, thrown into the glass cell, and sent mad.
That's comforting to hear.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do great.
You'll be fine. You'll be fantastic. That's why you were all so specially selected. Well, the two of you were. But the others are just a wonderful little surprise and an added bonus.
So what, carefully selected, you've been watching us?
Of course. You don't think I didn't do my research? That would be irresponsible. Pulling incapable individuals into a mission like this, I mean...
I mean, I'm just...
I am a man with morals, you know.
And besides our backgrounds, what exactly makes us, qualified for this?
Just that. Your backgrounds, your knowledge, your experience. Your positions. Don't worry, you shall all be paid for your time. He points to that same round cubicle. Now, you must go in together. It'll be a tight squeeze, The pod will descend. It is programmed on autopilot so that it'll land you safely on ground. After all, 95% of the world's surface now is water, from what I understand. But that 5% can be very telling.
With that in mind, Ava, would you mind returning my coat? The last thing we'd want is for you to not be able to swim due to excess fabric.
Oh, yeah, right. And she's gonna slide off the coat and hand it right back to Silas. I should get me one of those when I can. It's really nice.
I accept it, dust off the bottom that's been dragging on the ground this whole time, and put it on.
Well, let's just hope that none of us have claustrophobia.
I spent the majority of my time in pipes. I definitely don't have claustrophobia.
I love the fact you'll come into that bit.
Yep.
So, you all climb inside this pod, and you feel a sudden, unusual sensation. The pod is sucked out like a vacuum, and is literally launched from the very bottom of the ship. As you look back up towards the underneath of this thing, you notice that the jets on this ship are unspeakably large, and they are literally pouring out, or burning up, I should say, pure aether. There are 6 jets, 2 on the front, 2 on the sides, and 2 on the back, to enable for full control of the ship at all times. As this pod descends through the air at speed, and I mean speed, it's like a bullet out of a gun, you see the land coming in very quickly, and you suddenly come to an abrupt stop as the reverse engines kick in on this tiny little pod. And it lands softly onto the ground. As it opens, you are met with this partially dead forest. The smoke on the ground is clearer than the stuff that's like high up in the air, but it is still that kind of thick, muggy, stench-filled air. And you were given a tiny little herb to eat as soon as you landed by the professor.
I eat the herb.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah, Kylar will too.
As you eat the herb, a second pair of nostrils form on the top of your nose. And they basically, as you breathe in, it filters the air, and all the poison and all the sort of toxic comes out of the top. The ground beneath you is soggy, to say the least. Like your boots, as you tread in it, sort of sink by a good sort of quarter to half an inch. Sort of 2 or 3 centimetres. As you look around, this forest has life. Like there are some green trees around, but they are far from looking healthy. They're nothing like the ones that you saw in the lab. They are trying to exist beyond all odds. Can I get an perception checks, please?
Yep. My bad dice luck continues.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, guys, I got you.
Someone's got us. We're fine.
I'm changing my dice.
Stacia? Have you rolled? Who's not rolled? Someone's not rolled.
Stacia left.
Oh, did she?
Right.
Oh, yeah. She had to go and do a thing. That's right. So, on a dirty 20, Silas, you look around. You obviously see these large lit torches, which in itself is odd in a world that is meant to be lifeless. No one lives down here. But there are torches. As you look around, you look at the ground itself, and obviously, as I say, remember, this is basically a bog in itself. You notice near the torches there are some protrusions in the mud. Something like just underneath a thin layer is pushing it up just enough. There is definitely something underneath it. Other than roots and mud, obviously.
Guys, I thought no one was supposed to be alive down here, but there's torches, which logically would have to have been lit in the recent past. I lean down at the protrusion in the ground and sort of fiddle with it with my fingers, maybe to kind of like pick away slightly at the dirt.
As you do, you will feel a small piece of it is like a soft cotton that is wrapped in plastic, almost like a handle of sorts.
I lift.
As you lift, can you make me an athletics check, please?
Oh.
As you try to lift this handle, you kind of pull yourself down further into the mud. And as you do so, you kind of hear this kind of almost hissing sound coming from your boots. As it seems the mud that is slightly deeper is slightly acidic in nature.
I'm gonna sign over to Silas. Do you need a hand?
Please.
And she'll go on over, kind of like put her arms like, under his shoulders and armpits and yank him up.
Can you make me an athletics check, please?
Oh
My-
no.
My dice luck is really good, guys. My dice luck is really good.
Has anyone seen Neverending Story?
It's better than usual.
On
It's a 10.
On a 10, you kind of start pulling Silas up. And as you start pulling him up, you start to sink. And you suddenly realise that one of these torches is actually buried a good sort of 3 or 4 feet into the ground. And you're able to sort of reach over, grab it, and combined pull on this and Silas at the same time, and you kind of slide across the top of this mud. As you look down into where Silas's feet had sunken in, you notice there's this little pool of water and the unmistakable smell of rotting eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Someone just message in chat. Honestly, who needs proficiency in athletics? Not me. So the smell of rotten eggs, so like sulfur?
Yes.
Would this be something that Eva would just smelled in the drop deck?
Potentially, it's it's an unmistakable smell to say the least.
Mm.
How are my boots?
As you look down at your boots, your toes are poking noticeably out of the front of them.
I'll help. I think there's something going on with your boots.
Silas, out of interest, what colour socks did you decide to wear today?
Great. Actually, I'm wearing my lucky pink socks. Let's go with
Lucky
that.
pink. Love it. I'm trying to move my token. I can't. It's locked.
Oh yeah, I need to unlock the movement.
Kylara will toss Silas some bandages binding so he could like wrap his boots up.
You know what? Actually, she's like signing to Kylara and Silas. Might be worth gathering some of this. We could, if we need to, we can throw it at something and use it to burn through things.
Or as a sample for the professor.
Or we could keep it. But yeah. Sample for the professor, sure.
Is this mud like everywhere, or is it just like a pool where we are?
So, where you landed seemed pretty firm. It seems the deeper in here you go, the more acidic it becomes. If you want to try and give that handle another pull, you absolutely are welcome to try. And I will just note, remember you have somebody who is somewhat proficient in strength.
Yes.
Both trying to like Kylara. Hi.
Kalara, you're a member of the guard.
No, Talia.
No.
No, that's
Talia, you're a member of
Talia's
the
not
guard.
here right now.
Damn it!
It's alright.
Kylara, you look strong.
Talia will,
Yes.
to be fair, stronger than both of you, but Talia will come over.
I
Sorry,
feel
come over.
attacked. Wow.
On a 12,
I'm offended.
Talia grabs hold of this handle and pulls out a backpack. Now this backpack, like I said, seems to be wrapped in some kind of weird plastic material.
Preserving it from the acid, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Kylara will carefully cut away the plastic.
Don't cut the plastic.
I'm gonna cut the plastic.
What's wrong with cutting the plastic?
Because we could maybe wrap it around our feet.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. But what if we cut it into segments so we each have something to wrap around our feet?
That will take some skill, but I'm behind it.
So you want to craft some shoe covers out of this
Yeah.
material?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no sewing skill.
Maybe like dexterity.
Yeah, I think sleight of hand is going to be our best bet here. So yeah, go
Probably.
ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Let's do it. I gotta be really. That's my fourth. That's my fourth nat one this evening.
It's a good job that nat one's on automatic fails, isn't it?
Right? It's an 8. It's an 8. That's great, right? What the fuck is the point of expertise here, guys?
So, on an 8, as you start cutting away the plastic, the surrounding area is slightly concerning because there's some oddities to it. Like I say, the sulfuric soil that lays underneath that top layer. There is the fact that torches are lit somehow from something, and ultimately you end up trying to make these plastic coverings. However, in doing so, whilst distracted, your hand kind of slips and slices in the wrong direction across the plastic, splitting the whole, like all the plastic around the bag, including where some of this moisture and soil has built up, and you start hearing that same hissing noise as you look at the bag and you realise that, you know, where the sulfur was almost dormant on the plastic, you kind of disturbed it and it started to drip down onto the bag.
She's standing. I'm standing here with this bag dripping, and she's looking to the others. And she can't sign because she's got this bag in her hands. She's just looking with this panicked expression in her eyes, just like
Throw the
Help.
bag to the dry land.
she chucks it. like it just as if it was going to melt her hand. She gone.
So I'm assuming you're throwing it in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, can you make me either an athletics or
Yes,
either
acrobatics.
athletics or acrobatics check.
Nat 20.
So as this acid starts to drip, you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and you just sort of instinctively spin on the spot and launch the bag to the side. As you do so, the bag itself spins and creates this kind of dispersal of liquid. Like if you poured water on a spinning plate, you see it kind of showering off. And as it lands with a thud on this dry mud, you hear something crack.
I'm gonna wipe my brows of wiping sweat away. Like my hands on my hips for a moment. Look to you this. That was close, right?
Silas heads over to the bag.
Yeah, Kylara will kind of cautiously follow behind.
As
I'm gonna.
Sorry, go on.
I'm gonna follow, but purse my lips and sign in again. Tough crowd.
As you look in this bag, there is this large metal flask, and the crack was literally just the lid popping off slightly. As you see this sort of cold, sludgy, mouldy coffee starting to slowly drip out of it.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I think I might got off my coffee.
As you look into the bag a bit further, like obviously I'm assuming you just pull the flask out and throw it to the side. There are a number of torches in here that match the torches that are around this camp.
I immediately start handing torches to the rest of the party.
I take one.
Yeah, Kylara will take one too.
Is there any way to tell how long this bag has been here?
You can make me a survival check. Oh, that's good. I've got a track that's not working now. 2 tracks that aren't working on this thing. There we go. So, on a 19 survival, this bag has been in here, given the type of soil it is, given the acids around, the plastic wrapping, the condition it was in, you're able to deduce this bag has been here less than 8 hours.
Oh shit.
Guys, I think there's people here.
So, is like recently?
Like recently, yeah, like less than half a day. This bag has not been here long. It was recently stored.
How is that possible though? Like nothing down here could survive.
That we know of.
Well, we're surviving with these herbs.
How long have we got left on these, by the way? Didn't the dude say like 10 minutes?
You've been down here like 5 minutes. By
We
this
haven't got
point.
much time left.
Can any of you see any, I don't know, footprints or anything around, or anything? Any signs of life?
I mean, it'd be difficult in. Actually, no, the mud would make it easier, right? Can I do like an investigation or perception?
Sure.
Yeah, Clara will look around too. I'll roll for perception.
1 second.
You looking for signs of life?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be like footprints in the mud.
Mm-hmm. 19 and 22. Nice.
Investigation, perception. I'll do perception. Oh, 19. 19. We're coming back, guys. We're coming back.
So, as you guys start looking around, you do notice there is a singular set of footprints that seem to come off from behind where you were dropped off, all the way through here and to the centre where this bag was found, and it just kind of stops. As you're looking around, suddenly you notice the flames on these torches start to flicker as they go from the oxygen-rich orange to a dark blue. It seems the little pool that Silas made has released sulfur gas.
Oh.
Now, luckily, your little gift from the professor is still helping you filter through this.
I reckon our time's gotten just a little bit less, guys.
I would like to cast Find Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the. I would like to. I would like to summon an owl, please.
Sure. Just normal owl, yeah?
Yeah, just a regular owl.
There you go.
My friend, can you fly up into the sky and tell me what you see?
As you feel his claws dig into your shoulders ever so slightly when he kicks off. And he sort of flutters up above, and I'm pretty sure you can see through your familiar's eyes, can't you?
I have telepathic connection, so I can communicate with it within 100
Okay.
feet.
Okay.
I have to use a bonus action to see through its eyes.
Okay. So you're communicating with it. You hear your owl's thoughts. And you are on a tiny, tiny spit of land. Like this piece of land is no more than half a mile wide. And it's all very much the same. It's this kind of groggy, boggy, sulfuric soil. As it tallies the the very edge as well of this island, the waters around it are bubbling away. Can you make me an H check?
Oh, I don't think I did my divination dice, did I?
No, I don't think you have. So do you want to roll your portent dice quickly?
Yes. Where do I actually do that on here? Is that
Just
I
roll
can't see that in
just
actions.
roll 2d20s. So
Okay.
if you just pick up a d20, oh okay. As I say, if you pick up a d20 and then right click, it will give you 2 d20s to roll at the same time. So a 10 and a 5.
Oh, never mind. Tell you what, I will actually swap in my 10 to make that a nature check of 15.
So obviously geology and all these kinds of studies have been lost. But there are a certain amount of histories that are public knowledge. And one of the pieces of public knowledge is how lands are formed. And one of the leading theories on land formation is that hot magma rises from the center of the world and cools in the oceans to create land. There's a problem with this theory in that if that is the case, then the amount of land would be temporary. So eventually, you know, the magma would run out and stop creating land, or there'd stop being room for land. However, given what you know about the structure of the center of the world, because this is one of the core studies that has been led to believe why the world is poisoned, they believe that an overactive internal system poisoned the world. At least this is what is commonly taught. You are effectively, from what you understand, are stood right inside the crater of a giant volcano that has somewhat been buried.
Guys, I don't think we're standing in a very safe spot.
Well,
I might be wrong, but I think we might be in some kind of volcano.
Like lava
Volcano.
volcano.
Like hot rock, hot magma coming out of the ground.
well, that's not good.
We
Might
should
explain
move
the
then.
sulfur.
You reckon it's like
Moving, I don't quite think is an option, to be honest. There's not much land around us. There's not very far to go. It's all pretty much the same all the way out,
I mean,
about half a mile.
I'm not fireproof for any of you guys.
Nope.
Sorry, we'll be with you in a second. We're discussing something.
You,
Wait,
Oh my
what is
God,
that?
what is that?
you see the ground shift and move from where that bag was disturbed. And as you do, you just see this steam coming off this poisonous gas as the earth itself starts to shape itself, seemingly, in this dim light. As in front of you is this undead creature that has literally risen from sulfuric mud.
Hey
I
guys.
subtly inch myself behind the cleric.
Hey guys, I think we found the person that might have been here. Do you wanna go talk to him? I'll go talk. Wait, no. Do you reckon he can stand sign?
Um,
I don't know why you're itching behind me.
We should probably
Well,
go.
I mean,
We should probably go. Like, you guys seem pretty cool and everything, and really cool at doing what you do. I'm just a maintenance worker.
there's
We should go.
nowhere to go.
Maybe we can call the professor or something.
Were we given instructions on how to do that?
You were given instructions on how to return. Yes.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
the time is
Well,
up, when your time is up down here, because the pod itself is on a timer as well. When your time is up, the pod will sound. As the pod sounds, you have about 30 seconds to get inside of the thing. When the sound stops, it will just lift off and start heading back towards its programmed destination, which is back up the vacuum tube.
Okay. We can't leave the pod. We need to stand our ground here.
I'm good with hiding. Like, we can hide.
is there anywhere to hide?
Is there like trees and stuff around?
There
No matter
are
how dead
trees.
those trees might be. Trees. We can climb the trees. Are you guys good at climbing? I'm good at climbing.
I wave my noodle arms. Yeah. I'm not quite built for climbing.
Well, it's either you climb or you die. I really don't see another option for you.
Well, I have a better idea. I cast Firebolt at the zombie.
Well,
Are you-
can everyone please roll initiative for me, please?
Oh. Eva just sighs, and she's gonna.
no.
Eva sighs, and she's gonna like kick the ground like an angry toddler.
Where is the initiative
So
button?
it's on your front page next to your AC,
I do
in
it.
the center of the
do that.
page, on the main page.
Highest roll for me tonight.
I'm clicking it, but it's not working.
Oh, welcome back, Stacia.
Hola.
You snuck in there.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, there we go.
So,
Nice.
as Silas was saying, you cast Fireball.
Yes,
Oh my god.
No, Firebolt. Sorry, not Fireball. Firebolt.
but not yet.
They are some good int rolls. They are.
So,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Can you roll your spell attack, please? Oh, right. So, sorry, I should mention this. You don't need to re-roll because that will be a hit. But if you hold the left control key on your mouse, on your keyboard, and then left-click what it is you want to attack or heal, you will target it. Then when you roll to hit, it will tell you if you hit or you miss, and then click the damage, and it will automatically apply damage to the creature.
Noted.
Interesting.
So go ahead and roll damage for me. As this firebolt streaks through the air, you see it leaves your hand bright orange, and then as it burns through, it grows into this big blue purplish ball and strikes the creature as it kind of wobbles on the spot. But given the speed that firebolt grew, fire may not be a good idea.
Hey, you know how you said that this place is probably a volcano full of like hot lava and stuff?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think throwing fire around is a good idea.
yeah. You make a valid point. But you know,
Take her effort.
there's a zombie. Okay.
your instant reaction was to throw fire at it. I'm just asking.
I mean, to be fair, fire does work against most things in most places. I mean, not that I'm an arsonist or anything, but fire is good, usually.
Okay, so
I
you're
like that
telling me
style.
that your instant reaction is to throw fire at something.
It's a
okay.
zombie.
So, Eva,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. What is this? Right. I'm gonna use my short bow against it, and there's no one in range of
Yep,
it, so no sneak attack. So yeah, it's just standard short bow attack. Oh no, fuck.
Nope.
Never mind.
That's right. No, you're okay. So, left control button, left click
Left
the
control.
zombie.
Yeah.
To target. Make sure you've got your token selected as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
make sure
Tokens
there's
selected.
should have a little black ring around it.
Around my token, or
Yeah, if you've got your token selected, no, that's targeting yourself. But that means you have got yourself. That means you have got yourself selected. Now left control and left click the sulfur zombie. There you go.
okay. All right. Abilities, story, actions. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna use my short bow against it. It's a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, then roll damage.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
You strike the creature and it kind of pierces through the neck, and as it does, you kind of see this like flame spurt out slightly.
Oh.
Talia.
I am going to run up and hit it with my longsword. I don't have anything that's gonna be.
As you go to run up towards it, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah. Where's my saves? There it is. 12.
As you go to run towards it, you realise just how soft this ground has become. Even more soft than when Silas was stood on it. And your foot immediately sinks through to the ground. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh no.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. It was really nice knowing you guys.
You take 1 point of acid damage as you
Okay.
start to feel the acid below you start to burn through your foot. You may make an attack with disadvantage in this position.
Okay.
So, I've already done the targeting for you. If you click the DIS underneath the chat box and then roll the attack, it will roll with disadvantage.
Which button is that? The yellow? Or wait.
So, what are you trying to roll for? The attack?
Mm.
Yeah, so if you click the yellow one, which is the little sword icon next to
Mhm.
longsword,
Okay.
it'll roll the attack for you.
Oh, yeah. And do it twice? Oh,
You've only got one attack at this level, I believe.
okay.
Oh, disadvantage, but
Well,
you
it's
said it,
disadvantage,
so-
yeah.
But can't be worse. So there you go. 5.
But yeah, underneath, as I say, underneath the chat box, there's a DIS button and an ADV button. The DIS button will give you disadvantage. The ADV will roll with advantage. automatically.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
So
this
I'm
creature
down.
It's going to see you struggling in the mud, and I'm not that mean that I'm going to give the zombie advantage yet.
Yet.
I did run in blindly though.
It's going to miss. Kylara.
Okay. I want to cast Toll the Dead.
Go for it. So target it. Well, you know what you're doing, Cryptics. I don't need to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. Where is my? There it is. Okay.
Wrong side.
Wrong side there. Yep. Okay, that's because I am on that mode. There we go. There we go.
It saves.
I would like to swap that roll with a 5, please.
Oh,
Can I
right,
do
yeah,
that?
yeah. Of course you can.
Cool.
I was like, huh? You want to make a miss? And then I realised. So yeah, go ahead and roll that d12. Go ahead and roll the damage, I mean. Nine. Were you targeting... Cryptics, you weren't even targeting it.
What the heck? I thought it's okay.
Right.
It said I was,
so,
but okay, it's fine.
So it fails its save as the bell tolls and this creature disintegrates into sulfuric ash.
Can I try to pull my foot out of this acid? Please?
Can make me an athletics check, please.
Okay. Holly's just gonna be like, oh, it's kind of, it's nice. Athletics. There. I'm proficient. 13?
Yeah. You can pull your feet out of the mud and you kind of slide yourself back on your backside back to the solid soil, the solid
Yeah.
mud.
You know, I
This is
think
why I don't like
charging
foot
into a bug,
massages.
charging into a bug was about as smart a move as throwing fire.
Yeah, in my experience, dead things usually stay dead.
That is very true.
Can I get a perception check, please?
Yep.
I'll roll for the owl as well, just in case.
Wow. Love
Come
once.
on, owl. There you go. The owl is going to save your skin. The owl is going to save your fucking skin.
That's generally how it works, to be honest.
So, despite after fighting this creature and decimating it, Silas, suddenly you get a warning signal from your owl. The entire platform on which you stand, this soil-bogged or piece of land, is starting to rumble. It's starting to move and shift. The soil itself is actually pulling apart, and you can visibly see the trees starting to fall towards the fire.
We should...
Hold on.
We should go.
You see, because you still have about 4 minutes. Not even 4 minutes. You still have just under 5 minutes. There's my ping mode. You see, over here, as these trees are falling down. I'm going to disable the lighting for a second. So you see as these trees are falling down over here, there is a stone poking out of the mud. And it has these unmistakable blue veins run it through it.
Could I make maybe an Arcana or a History check on that?
You wouldn't need to, especially as a caster. This is Aether Light. This is basically the ore version of Aether. It is exceptionally rare, even more valuable.
Guys, there's Aetherlight coming out of the ground over there.
Aether, what now?
It's think of ore infused with magic.
Oh,
Infused is the wrong word.
okay. Something that the rest would be interested in then.
We need to go get it.
Can't you have your owl get it?
It's how big is the stone?
It's sort of probably 6 inches in diameter. It's not massive, but it's not tiny.
So my owl couldn't pick it up.
Your owl could potentially pick it up.
Let's send the owl. My friend, can you try and collect that stone for us?
Yes, master. As it floats over to the Aether Stone and flies to it, you watch as it flutters down and its claws dig into the stone. The Aether Light itself begins to glow,
Oh no.
and your creature was born of magic.
Oh no.
As the owl starts to glow itself and is absorbed into it.
Well,
So
there goes the owl.
Ah,
I mean, you can
I
always
mean-
summon him back later.
This is true. Honestly, guys, I think it would be very good if we can retrieve that stone, but I don't have the raw physical ability to go and get it.
yeah, I can't get over there either.
I could probably get over there, but I'm not sure if I could lift. I mean, it's not that big. I'm gonna try.
I can fly.
There you go.
Oh.
Even better.
Can you actually fly?
It's called draconic flight. I don't know if it's just like
on.
oh well, I didn't want to do that, but
Draconic
Um,
flight. When you reach, that's level 5.
level 5. Okay, never mind. I cannot fly, but
You lied to us.
I know.
Eva,
Deflate immediately.
Yes.
can you make me a very quick perception check, please?
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. I got nothing.
No, I wouldn't say you've got nothing,
Okay. Oh, okay.
because you have spider climb.
I do.
You notice the large trees that have fallen and in the ways they have fallen. Using your spider climb, you are very likely able to run across them without incident.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of like hop on my feet a little bit, pull my shoulders back, bolster up, and I'm just gonna dart right over the trees.
As
My feet
you-
going exactly where I want them to.
Yeah.
Towards the Aether Light.
As you jump onto the log of the tree, you sort of one foot in front of the other very, very quickly scuttle across. And you manage to pick up the Aether Light and it hums. You look at this because you yourself, not being a caster, would be the first time you've interacted with the stuff.
Mhm.
and you can feel the power in this stone. This stone could give you a very prominent position within your home. It's a nice little bargaining chip for you.
It is.
My precious.
Literally. I'm
you
gonna
make
like hold
me-
up. Yeah, sorry.
Can you make me a fate roll?
A fate roll. Remind me how to
D100.
do those?
So
D100,
D100
okay.
higher is better. As you are
What is it?
looking into this Aether light, almost obsessively, awe and wonder overcome your mind, and you hear the trees cracking behind you as they are starting to cave into the soil. Your way back across is slowly disappearing into this mud.
Oh no.
Hey, Eva, you should probably hurry up.
Huh? She kind of looks up a little bit. Yeah, I think she's like holding this under one arm and signing with the other hand. I think I'm gonna keep this actually.
You have no idea what you're holding, do you?
Not a clue, but it looks expensive.
As
Which is
one
good for
trained
me.
in the arcane arts, I think you should let me investigate the item first.
Look, just get back over here so you don't get stuck over there.
Yeah, exactly.
If I get back over there, you're gonna try and take it from me.
I mean, I'd certainly like to look at it, but I think you should get over here first. I mean, you can't exactly look at it yourself if you're dead, can you?
Yeah.
And you can't exactly use it the way you want it to if you're dead.
And if you do start sinking into the mud, please do us the courtesy of throwing it in our direction.
Yes, please.
That's actually kind of mean.
I'm trying to
okay.
encourage you. Get over here.
she like, you can't see it under the mask muzzle thing, but she's actually pouting, and she will sigh
Oh,
and skip across the trees and like land in
So,
front of the others.
Just before.
Yep. Okay.
As you turn to start climbing, you see the trees, the bottom of them, ignite as they reach their ignition point, ignition temperature. Can you make me an acrobatics check, please?
I can. It's 16.
On a 16, you tiptoe your way across at speed to one point where you sort of nearly stumble forwards, keeping hold of this stone and your position on the log. You take a leap of faith across, and as you do so, you manage to land just about on solid ground.
She kind of like brushes herself off a little bit. See, easy.
That was close.
very close.
No, I had plenty of time.
Well,
Sure
at least you
you
got
did.
a stone out of it.
So, I'm good. Oh shit, it's time.
We need to get back to the pod.
Right.
Back to the
She's gonna stuff the stone into her bag and like put all of her other stuff over it to keep it in the bottom, and she's gonna bolt to the pod.
As you guys run across towards the pod, you cram yourselves inside. You suddenly hear the as this door comes around and slams shut. The jets underneath burn hotter than they should due to your position and environment. Luckily for you, this pod is specially designed for a situation just like this. As they burn hotter, the thing takes off. And you can see the heat rising within the pod. Now, bearing in mind you are all sort of shoulder to shoulder in here, it's hot, but it's not unbearable. As cooling jets, cooling fans from the inside start to blow, you get maybe 100 feet in the air. And as you do so, you see the bit of land you were stood on just collapse in on itself. As the water around this isle is bubbling and brewing and lets off a huge jet of steam. This giant jet of steam literally touches the bottom of the jets as they turn off, and you start to descend back down. You hear remote control activated, and the jets reignite, and the autopilot light comes back on, leading you back to Professor Mariaki's lab. Takes you about 2 hours of ascent through the clouds, getting the alignment right, and going back up the vacuum tube, which is literally ah, wonderful. You all made it back safe. Ah, beautiful, fantastic, wondrous. I knew I made the right decision when I chose you.
You
That was-
lunatic! You dropped us into a volcano.
A volcano? No, that's not right.
Yes, a volcano. Like an actual bubbling
The
volcano.
The volcanoes are
With
extinct.
zombies.
Zombie?
Hmm?
You mean undead creatures of fantastical lore and no. They don't
Didn't
exist.
seem so-
That's
Yes,
bad
peeling
luck.
skin. Ooh.
Didn't seem so fantastical when it actually happened.
Well, see, you are all back safe, and I knew I made the right choices, and, well, now we know that the volcanoes are still very much active and are still very much alive. From my previous excursions, I believe them all extinct, given the land crust over the tops of them.
What, even your recent send down there?
My recent send, I haven't sent anyone down there for a very long time. It's
Oh, we
been
found a
about,
bag.
Long.
It's been about 5 years since the last excursion.
I
We
mean,
found a bag down there that hadn't been there longer than 8 hours.
What? Means some of them are still alive.
Unless,
if they were, then probably not now, considering the volcano
and the zombie.
and the zombie.
Well, actually, the zombie might have been
Yes.
the owner of the
yes,
bag, potentially.
Yes, but if,
We didn't get a
one
chance to talk.
survived, if one survived that long, we only missed him by a few hours. But that means that it is possible to survive down there. I must record this. Right, each of you, one by one, come find me in the come find me in the plant laboratory, and I will record your experiences. And he goes and waits in the lab. And one by one, he summons you all in for a debrief and an interview. Talk about your experiences down there, what you saw, what happened, what exists down there. And he goes into such bizarre and odd questions that you really couldn't answer, mainly due to the desperation and speed at which you had to get in and out of the location. After your debrief, he says to Eva, the Aetherlight, if you will, I just wish to study it. You can, as promised, you will have it back as soon as I am finished.
What? she'll sign, and with a perfectly confused face. The what? Sorry?
The Aether light. What you
Oh,
found?
I dropped it.
Wow.
We had to really run back to the pod because it started beeping, and I was trying to climb over some trees, and I dropped it as I jumped.
Can you make me a deception check, please?
Okay. Oh no! Wait, do I still?
Yeah.
No, because I haven't included the modifier.
Oh.
Please, don't. I need it. I promise you I will give it back. I am a man of my word. You retrieved it, it is yours, but I need to study it. Why
Don't
was
you
it
have
there?
plenty of?
Why was it in the sulfuric volcano? How is it interacting with the sulfur?
Well, it's not anymore.
No.
Also,
because
finders
the-
keepers, and also you have so many magic things to study in here.
Please. I cannot entrust you again to go down if you do not keep up your end of the bargain. As I said before, you will have it back as soon as I've finished studying it. I will only need it for a day or two, at most.
Can I potentially try to sleight of hand the stone and then throw it to the professor?
If you want to. Yeah, no,
Damn it.
she's gonna see you. She's gonna see you trying to take it.
The wizard tries to steal from the rogue.
Really? You're gonna try and con a conman?
I think you should hand over the stone. He will give you the Aether light back. I'm sure he's a man of his word.
It might be crazy, but
I mean,
Fine.
none of us are saying he's not crazy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And he immediately takes it and puts it straight into this small glass carrier container and puts it on his desk, ready to be studied and analysed. Thank you all so much. You did such a wonderful job down there. I am so proud that I finally found some capable bodies. Well, I say finally, it seems like some of them may have been more capable than we gave them credit for. But we also now know that the land isn't quite as poisoned as we first assumed. Oh, payment. Yes, of course. You're going to want some gold, aren't you? Some money. Of
That
course.
would be helpful.
very nice.
Well, and he runs over to this safe. He unlocks it. And he pulls out a handful of plastic cards. Here, 50 gold, preloaded for you all.
Professor,
We got
Yes.
credit cards. Yes.
this payment seems to be short one pair of shoes.
He kind of looks down at your shoes. He looks down over at Talia's shoes. Ah. I'll have some more brought to your residence, if that's okay.
Greatly appreciated, thank you.
Well, yeah, the nice pink socks are on everything. Well, I thank you, and I shall make sure that tomorrow it won't be in the middle of a volcano.
You sure you can promise that?
Better hope so.
I can try. I promise that.
Guess that's good.
As each of you slowly return. Now, one by one, Eva, where are you
Yes.
returning to? Are you going to stay on this third deck? Are you going to go down to the base, the drop deck?
She will likely try and find like a little snug hideaway on the third floor because it's probably not a good idea to go down back to the drop deck.
So as you start wandering through this section, you see they have boarded up the hole that you made. And you wander around for a little while and you find this small... It's called a short stay. And it's literally a singular bunk with a screen in front of it, a little side desk, and some small provisions like food, water. All, again, very basic, but enough to survive and eat well. Probably the best meal you've had for a very long time.
Yeah.
The short stay is only sort of 2 silver a night, so you're more than covered. As you sort of lay down, the shutter comes down. You feel it sort of descend so that the next one is ready for whoever approaches. And you settle in for the evening. Silas.
Professor, I wish to stay with you whilst you study the Aether lights. I believe I may be of some assistance.
Are you sure? Haven't you got council duties to attend to?
I'm sure I can sign off for a while. I feel like your work here is more important.
But they cannot know, that's the problem. We must maintain an air of your presence, somehow.
I will depart then.
Thank you, Silas. Your offer is appreciated. I will think on it and come up with a solution. But for now, I'll see you hopefully very, very soon. As you go to return, Silas, to your residence, now bearing in mind you've been gone for the majority of the day, you notice that the counsellor from earlier has appeared, and he seems to be waiting at your front door.
Ah, Silas, I wondered how long it would take for you to get back. Anything to report? Anything of interest? What's the crazed old fool getting up to?
Greetings, Councillor. I believe your theories may be correct. I've been unable to gather evidence as of yet, so I will need more time to gain his trust, see if I can work my way in.
Very well, very well. You may take this with you for your next little encounter with him. That should give you more than enough evidence.
And he hands you a tiny little scrying eye. It's no bigger than sort of maybe a couple of inches. Certainly small enough to sort of palm in your hand.
I take it and look at it. Councillor, his technology is quite advanced. Are you sure he won't notice or pick up on this?
Well, if he does, just say you wanted to record some findings for him down on the surface, if that's what he is really up to.
You make a good point. Okay, Councillor. I put the scrying eye into my pocket.
The counsellor also hands you a small plastic card.
A little thank you for a good job well done on your first day. Sir Davison sends his regards. Now, you'd know that name because that name is synonymous with bad things on the third deck. It means the oligarchs are watching currently what is going on, and they are effectively banned from interfering with anything political on this deck.
Interesting. Thank you, Chancellor. What's on this card?
75 gold pieces for you.
It's got double paid.
Kylara,
Yes.
are you heading back to your home? Are you heading to the hospital?
Kylara will head back to the hospital. And kind of to make a beeline towards our office.
As you get to the hospital, you sort of... people are whispering by this point. Like, you disappeared for an entire day, followed by a guard, and then you came back for the night and then disappeared again. As you get to the hospital, again, as I say, rumours, whispers are starting to mount up here. One of the senior doctors, Dr. Cairn. You're right there, Clara.
Yeah, I'm fine.
May
Just
I know?
been...
May I know what the guards wanted?
Honestly, I don't know. It became a huge thing, and it just...
All right.
Right now, I don't have time to deal with any of that.
I can see you're tired and I can see you're stressed. You take the night off. You can sleep in your quarters. But I am docking your pay for a day's not done. Do you understand?
She'll sigh and nod. Yeah, I get it.
And you are past your pay. Again, on a tiny little plastic card. And as you check the balance, should be in the region of 200 to 300 gold, what you normally earn in a day. Unfortunately, there is only 75 gold on here.
Oh, that's a big dog.
She'll kind of sigh, but she'll nod and thanks. I'll go get some rest now.
Finally, Talia. Where are you heading?
I would like to go back to my little house that I have.
Sure. So you go back to your house. You know, I imagine it's quite a quaint little place. It's modest and not overly costly.
Mhm.
You start to settle in for the night. You make yourself some food, get yourself some drink. And there's a rat at the door. Like a knock.
I'll set down my food and drink, walk over to the door, glance at the food, open the door.
As you open the door, there is this giant red tiefling. Captain Blaine. Your boss's boss, if you will.
She'll stand up a little straighter and salute, and Captain Blaine,
Talia.
Mhm.
Calm down. I'm here on an informal visit. May I come in?
Yeah, yeah. Then she'll open the door and let him come on in.
He comes in. He sits down at your table, and he pulls out this tiny little square device. It's probably about 2 inches thick, 5 inches wide. And he sets it down on the table, and he just presses a single button. A 3D holographic recording of those streets on that first day. Talia, it seems you have been harboring bad company.
What do you mean?
Now, I don't want to cast aspersions, but as you can see, that guard was struck down by an object, the same object your friend seemed to drop down into that pipe. I really hope I don't have to have concerns about your presence in our ranks.
I don't really know them. Like, I was just walking and somehow stumbled onto them, and I would never do anything to
But were
compromise.
you not approached by 2 of your senior members of staff and requested to pass over the interloper?
Yes, but
But
I thought I could do it myself and prove myself.
if you wish,
I know it doesn't look very good, but
if you wish
I was.
if you wish to prove yourself to me,
Hmm.
Talia, first learn to take instruction, especially from those more senior.
Yes, sir. Of course.
I am disappointed. Thoroughly disappointed. I'm not angry, just disappointed. You've shown such promise coming to us. Now, we're gonna put this mess behind us. If you should see the individual again, he passes you over a small round stone.
Okay.
You'd recognize this straight away as a sending stone. One of the primary use cases of magic. They're actually permitted by the guards to use.
I will take the stone in my hand and look up at him.
You see her again, you contact us. Other than that, I expect you in the office tomorrow, first thing. First break of the day cycle. Do you understand?
Aye, aye, Captain. I mean, yes, sir.
Failure to report will result in your removal from our services.
No, I completely understand. I will be there first thing in the morning. You'll see me. I'll be there.
Very well. You're lucky. I managed to get your pay sorted out. Here, And he passes you a card. And on this card is 55 gold pieces.
Thank you, sir. You technically didn't have to, but I'm just gonna be quiet now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I trust to see you at first light. Do not let me down. And he stands up, turns away. Oh, and by the way, good work.
Thank you.
And he turns and walks out of the door.
Well, that was weird. Okay. Food. She's gonna go and eat her food and think about the decision she's made.
The night passes quickly and quietly. You get a standard long rest in between. Remember, if you want to long rest in this world, if you want to heal, you are using your hit dice to heal on a long rest, and you get your hit dice, HP and abilities back on an extended long rest. You also get your abilities back on a long rest as well. Should have said that. Just not the hit dice. So, the evening passes, each of you reeling from the day before. Each of you have your own sort of forms of being able to access the TV. Your TVs spontaneously switch themselves on as a grainy image of some kind of shadowy figure starts speaking. You can make out from the figure they are female in biology. Greetings all. This message is hopefully getting to the ones I hope. My name is Catreas. Don't try to memorize that name, but it will come in handy eventually. My family was once one of the oligarchs of this society. But we discovered something that the oligarchs don't want you or anyone to know, claiming that if they found out it would cause mass hysteria. If you wish to know more, come and find me at the fishery docks. Of course, I won't blame you if you avoid it entirely. You could just end up worse than I have. But just for hearing me out, I will ensure there is enough credits given in compensation for your time. If we should meet, I will see you then. If not, I am sure we will run into each other soon. And each of you, come the first light of morning, find a A3 brown envelope has been posted through to you. As you go to open it, you'll have to wait until next week.
Ah.
Ha
I knew it was coming, but I was like, no, no, no.
So guys, gals, non-binary pals, if you've been watching live, we thank you very much. If you're watching on the VOD, we thank you just as much. Until next time, may all your 20s be natural, and as ever, I will see you in the next one.